Hi everyone, welcome back again. Let me try to explain some of the problems here. Uh, Let us discuss on which is very important, uh, which is on uh, matrices. Okay, let us try to understand those problems. Okay, so now using elementary rows operations, and let us reduce each of the following matrices in an echelon form. Okay, each of the matrices in an echelon form. Okay, let me try to solve this kind of form. As and when in the previous session, I was asked to solve some of the problems on matrices, so I'm trying to solve this. Okay, so let us see how the problem goes. Okay, uh, please send to my email address whichever queries you have. Okay, I'm typing here as my email ID. Okay, so please that is agurhola at gmail. Okay, gmail.com. Okay, I have typed my email ID so that if you have any queries, you can ask me through this. Okay, let us see how to solve the matrices. Okay, if I consider the matrix as 1, 3 minus 2, okay, 2 minus 1, 4, okay, and 1 minus 11, and then 14 if I have. Let me consider this matrix. Okay, consider this as matrix A. Okay, let me try to solve this problem. Okay, you can use any type of formulas for solving this. I have one formula. Let me try to solve this. So we have three rows and three columns. That is the first thing which you have to observe. So I'll do the row operations, which is on the row 2. Okay, so that results with the row 2 minus 2 times row 1. Okay, so that's what I'm trying to do it. Okay, and another row I'll try to uh, operate on. So row 3, which is row 3 minus row 1. Okay, that's what I'm trying to solve this. Okay, so let us find this. Okay, so if I consider the row 1, row 3, row 2, okay, this will be the row 2. Okay, so 2 minus, okay, 2 minus 2 times row 1, which is 1. So that results to 0. Okay, so that results to 0. So row 2 I'll have as 0. Fine, you're able to understand, right? So that will be 0. Again, if I consider again the formula, so row 3, okay, so row 3, which is 1, okay, and row 1, which is 1, okay, so that results to 0. So that results to 0. I hope you understood this, how I've done. Likewise, try to do for the next, and for the next, and for the next, this one and this one, by using that. So if I do that, so I'll get minus 7. Okay, and next I'll get as minus 14. Fine, and 8 and 16. So this is what row operations I'll be doing. Okay, so now this given matrix has transformed to the new one by using the row operations which is on the row 2 and the row 3. I hope you understood this. Let me further try to solve it. Again, I'll implement another formula by row 3, okay, and row 3 minus 2 times row 2. Okay, let me try to solve this now. Okay, how do we do it? So if I do that, so this has to be implemented on the row 3. So this two rows is kept like that. So that would be okay. Let us see how row 3 being 0. Okay, and this is 2 times of that. Fine. So what do I get? So that is 0 again. Okay, so this results to 0 again. So this is this. So the row 3 becomes 0. Fine. I hope you understood this, how I've done it. So like that, let us do for the next one, which I would get as 0. And this is also 0. So this, if I represent as E, this is the echelon form, okay, which the given matrix of 3 by 3, I have reduced that by doing certain of the row operations, and I formed the echelon form. So I hope you understood this. Oh, keep a note of this, okay, which is important. Okay, let me try to explain another problem which is also very important. Okay, so the problems which I'm trying to explain here is of the echelon form. Okay, let me try to explain that. Okay, please listen carefully. I have the matrix again A. Okay, this is 2 minus 1 and 1. This is 3, okay, minus 1 and 1, okay, and 4 minus 1 and 2, and minus 1, 1 and minus 1. So let me try to explain this and reduce this in an echelon form. Okay, first we have 4 rows here and 3 columns here. Okay, let us again do the row operations. Okay, let me consider R2. Okay, operating on that. So R2 minus 3 by 2 times that of R. Okay, you'll get the root. Let me compute R3. Okay, R3. So that would result to R3 minus 2 R1. And again, let us see row 4 operation on that. So that would be R4 plus 1 by 2 times R1. Okay, let me do these 3 operations on row 2, row 3 and row 4. Okay, let me do the first thing, so which is this is kept like that. Fine. I hope you understood this. Let us do the road, which is 3 minus 3 by 2 r1, which is 2. Uh, if I simplify that, what do I get? I get 0. So that would be 0 here. Right? Let us do row 3 operation. So if I take R3, so the R3 is 4 here and 2 times R1, which is 2. Again, this results to 0. Okay, so this is also 0. Let me move on to R4. So R4 being minus 1, and this is plus 1 by 2, R1 being 2. So 2 can minus 1 and plus 1, this results to 0. So R4 is 0. I hope you understood this. Like that, I'll do for each and every uh, element in that matrices. So this results to 1 by 2. Okay. This results to 1 minus 1 by 2. Okay. So this results to 1, 0. Fine. And this results to 1 by 2. And this is minus 1 by 2. Still, I have not formed an echelon form. So further, we have to do the row operations. Okay. So let me do the next operation. Okay. So let me consider as R3. So R3 minus 2 times R of into 2. Do this. And R4, which would be R4 minus R2. Let us do that operation. 2 minus 1, 1. Okay. So I'll be only touching that is R3 and R4. Okay. So R3. So R3 here, which is 0. Okay. So R3, which you see, is 0. And 2 times R2, which is also 0. So that results 0. So R3 will be 0. Next, let us see what is R4. So R4 here also it is 0 minus R2, which is also 0. So that results 0. So I get 0. Okay. So this is 1 by 2. And I get again here I'll get minus 1 by 2. Right? Or if I try to further simplify, I get 0. Sorry. I get 0. Get 0 here. And this will be 1. Okay. And the last thing, which is 0. Here, 0. So this is I got this result. So this is the echelon form which is represented by me. I hope you understood this. Let me try to solve another problem. Okay. Further, let me continue it. Okay. Let us try to do problems on uh, again, which is on the normal form and so on. Let me do that. Okay. So we have lots of time. Please listen. Okay. Let me try to solve next problem. If you have any queries, you can ask. Okay. So please understand the problems. Okay. So which would be very essential for me. Okay. Okay. Let me try to solve the problem. Fine. Suppose if I am vector, okay, which is 1, 2, 0, okay, -1, and 3, 4, 1, 2, okay, and -2, 3, 2, 5, a matrix like this. Okay, let me try to solve this problem. Now these are again, you have to reduce this matrix into a normal form. Okay, let me try to solve this. Okay, we have 3 rows here and 4 columns. So 3 rows and 4 columns. Okay, so again, let me try to solve this. So this is R2. Okay, so R2 minus 3 R1. R3 is R3 plus 2 R1. Okay, so and these are the things which I am trying to do. Okay, on the row 2 and for the row 3. So let us keep this like that. Okay, for the row 2. So R2, which is 3, minus 3 times R1, which is 1. So this results to 0. R3 again. So R3, which is -2, plus you have 2 times that of R1, which is 1. So this results also 0. So 0 and 0. I hope you understood this, how we have done it. Okay, let us try to solve further. If I try to uh, do the next values, so that would be -2. I hope you are trying to solve this. Okay, and this is 1 and this is 5, and next is 7, 2 and 3. 7, 2 and 3. 7, 2 and 3. Now let us look into column operations. So we have 4 columns here. Let me try to solve that. So column operations, C2, which is C2 minus 2 C1, C4 is C4 minus plus, if I do plus C1. Let us do that. Okay. So the first column, which is 1 0 0, and C2 will be doing it. C3 is kept like that. So 0 1 2, and C4 your C. Operations done on column 2 and column 4. Okay. So column 2. In column 2 I have 2. So I have 2 minus 2 times column 1 I have 1. So that results 0. So this is for the column 2. So that would be 0. Okay. Now for the column 4. Okay. Now for the column 4. Okay. So column 4 I have minus 1. Okay. And column 1 I have 1. So if I add that, that is 0. So this is 0. Likewise, you have to do for the next thing. So I get this as minus 2 and this as 7. Please check the values, and I'll get this as 5 and this is 3. Fine. So that's that. You get this. Let us interchange. In the next step, I'll interchange the the column 2 and column 3. Let us interchange that. So I get as 1 0 0 0 and 0 1. Okay, minus 2 and 5, 0 0 11 and minus 7. When I interchange it, so still we have to do it. Okay, so you have taken this down. Let me move on to the next step. Okay, now since we have interchanged it, and let me do the row 3 and row 3 minus 2 row 2. Let me do that. So I get 1 0 0 0 0 1 0 1 minus 2 5 0 0 and 11 and minus 7. Okay, let me do some column operation for this. So column 3. Okay, so column 3 plus 2 times column 2. Okay, and column 4 will be column 4 minus of 5 times column 2. Let me do that. So we'll be only touching on the column which is 3 and 4. Okay. Now column 3. which is again this is 0, okay, and plus 2 times column 2, okay, which is 0. Fine. So this is 0. So that results to 0. Fine. I get as 0 for the column 3. Let us see on column 4. Column 4 again it is 0 minus 5 times column 2, which is 0. So this results to 0. So I get column 4 as 0. Likewise, substitute all those things which are there, okay, after computing. So I get this again 0, and this is 0, and this is 11, and this is minus 7. So this will be the new one. Let me hence reduce that, okay, further, okay, by using column 3 here. Please check your answers whether it is correct or not. Fine. I hope it is correct. Okay. So let us see that. So column 3, which is again 1 divided by 11 into that of column 3. Let me do on column 4 here. Okay, so that is column 4 plus 7 by 11 times that of column 4. Let us do that. Okay, so this is 1 0 0 1 0 0. Fine. Let me do the operations on this. 1 by 11 of column 3, which is 0, which is 0 again. So column 3 is 0. Column 4, which is 0 plus 7 by 11 of that of column 4, which is 0. So that results to 0. So that is also 0. Okay, I hope you understood this. So that would be 0 0, okay, and 1, and this is 0. Fine. So this is an identity matrix which is I3, okay, and this is 0, okay, which results to this. Fine. So therefore, this will be the normal form. So thanks for listening, and please do come back. I'll try to solve some more problems on matrices. Okay, thank you.